Hello everyone, this is Indu. I hope you are doing well. Today I am taking very simple question. What is the class and object? This is a very common and simple multiple time this question will be occur in an interview for a fresher. But sometimes fresher are not properly able to answer this question like why we create an object. But it's a very simple and very initial you have to knowledge this is a basic concept of oops. So class is just like a blueprint and template or design where you can define your properties and method. For example, you can think like that design. For example, you are making a student class, and you where you can define all the things like in a student table what you actually want in a student table. For example, id, name and roll number. You just make a blueprint. But if you want to define the value, actual value, like what is like, for example, you can take a first user name is a student name is a Aman. So after creating the object you can uh, give the values. For example, you can see here, I will show you in the real example. You can see here, you can make a this class. You can make a simple video print here. You can make a properties and method. You can take a ID, name and age, and in the display method you can show here ID, name and age in your console.write. But you just define. It does not take any memory in your system. But when you can define here, you can see here, after we can make here, we can create here object. S1 is the object, and we to creating the object we can use a new keyword. This is the constructor, and this is the new keyword, and this is the object we can create. And here, when firstly we will create an object, and then we can assign the values. For example, s1 id is equal to r1, name Indo, age 23, and call method. After that we can call the method that we can make here, this one. But firstly what we can do, we can make a blueprint. This class is a blueprint. Class is a blueprint. And here we can actually define, and it will take a memory in our system. This is just a template. It does not take any memory. So class is simply like what you want to make. You just make the blueprint, and after creating the object you can assign the values of that object. For example, here you can see here, we can make the object, and here we can assign the values. So this is a very simple, but sometimes we are confused how it will be work. So you can see this is the definition of object. Object is a real thing created from the class. When you are really object takes a memory, and object has a real values. You can put the real values like what, name, ID. So this is a for example here, class is a student and object is a Indu. For example, you can see here. Here we can give the values, ID, name, actual values we can give here. So this is a simple, and sometime it will be confusing for the freshers. So I hope you can understand this very well. So if you like this video, please like, share and comment. This will be really motivates me to make the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.